ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys, Coach Bill Sandil coming to you from Chandler, Arizona. And I hit with a question this weekend that I think I've answered a few times over my career. But now that school's getting out and people are starting looking for trainers, you know, honestly, the lady got online and she started Googling trainers in Arizona, and there's a ton that come up, right? And she called me and she said, how do I know you're the right guy for my son? As I started to explain my process to her, I said, well, here's the deal. It's a great question, and it's one you should ask, right? You should ask for credentials. Now, there's so many coaches online that say, hey, know your coach. You know, if you didn't play at the highest level, you have no business coaching. It's such an old argument for ex-professional athletes. But here's the thing. I worked for 20 years in professional baseball. I worked for 8 different teams. I have a World Series ring. I worked at every level in pro ball. I was a bullpen catcher, BP thrower. I worked in the front offices. I did everything in baseball. And I started my own training academy. But here's what I tell people, because that doesn't even matter. Because it doesn't matter if I played pro ball. It doesn't matter if I worked in pro ball. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter to parents either. What should matter is certification. And here's why. Over my shoulder here, I'm certified, okay? That's a degree. Over my shoulder here, that's a certification in metrics, okay? In Rapsodo. I have several certifications that I have with me here. I'm certified as a mental performance coach. I'm certified as a sports psychologist. Here's my major league certification, you know, to teach baseball that they gave us a long time ago in the winter meetings. Here's my certification to be a sports psychologist and a mental performance coach. But here's the thing. I have many certifications, and I tell people this. You wouldn't take your taxes to your neighbor, even though your neighbor does his own taxes. You would probably take it to a certified public accountant, right? You wouldn't go into a doctor's office if he wasn't certified in internal medicine or something else, right? Or had a doctorate in medicine. You wouldn't bring your car into an uncertified mechanic. You wouldn't bring it to your neighbor and say, hey, listen, I know how to change my oil, but I don't know how to, you know, do my transmission. You'd bring it to a certified technician. Why is there certification in every other profession, but not baseball? And that's been my argument for years. You got guys that get done playing pro ball. They use the moniker of them being a professional athlete, and they can't train squat. They don't know how to train A to Z. They don't know how to train your 10-year-old. Ex-professional doesn't mean you can train. History in Major League Baseball has shown us that. Well, I thought it was a great question. Sorry I got long-winded, but I'm very adamant about this. When guys only use the moniker that they play pro baseball, that's a red flag. And parents, if somebody says that to you, run away. Because it doesn't matter what they did in pro baseball, it matters what they can do for your son. And make sure they're certified. I've been certified now 3 times. I've trained a lot of kids. I've been in baseball for 30 years. There's a reason why people keep coming to me and asking these questions. Because I'm going to give them real answers. I don't care about your feelings over facts. You can say what you say, but facts always come through. So remember that, guys. Remember that. Certification, go to a guy who's certified to teach your son baseball at any level. Okay, don't just go to a guy because he played pro ball. Okay? All right, guys. Talk soon.